Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to talk about managing fear in business. What do you do when you get the fear? Because when you are on the journey of personal growth, you are going to continually be hitting things that scare you. This is reality. And as soon as you get over one thing and it no longer scares you, there'll be something else that comes on the horizon that pushes your buttons. So it's really one of the biggest assets in business to learn how to handle and address fear. To learn how to handle fear so that it doesn't stop you moving forwards or take you out the game. So being brave isn't the absence of fear. Being brave is having that fear but finding a way through it. I've got Bear Grylls, the adventurer and explorer, to thank for that quote. So, what does that actually mean for you? Well, today I'm going to share 3 ways you can manage fear in business. So the first one is just normalize it. Be careful what you're saying about yourself. So when you hit a fear, it's really easy to go into dialogues like, I'm not good enough, I'm not ready for this, I'm not experienced enough, I'm not meant for this even, perhaps I'm just not cut out for this. So watch those stories that come up and instead know that fear is a normal reaction to change. It's your subconscious mind trying to keep you safe. And so fear is normal when you're moving forwards. So normalize fear. So the second tip is reverse your language. So what I like to do is to literally sit down and write out all the fears that are coming up. Instead of having them in my head, I put them out on paper. So take a journal and literally write them out. I'm scared that this won't work. I'm scared about being humiliated. I'm scared I'll fall over on stage. I'm scared I'll forget my words. I'm scared that people will leave negative comments on social media. I'm scared that nobody will open my mailers. I'm scared that I won't be able to help the client. Whatever's coming up, dump it down on paper. Yeah, it's really, really important to get intimate and acquainted with exactly what those inner voices are saying. So I write them all down and then I write, what's the truth? And I step back and I look at each statement and I say, well, what is the truth? Well, if nobody opens my mailers, I will study how to make them better. I will get to know my audience better, the people I'm here to serve. I might send a survey and ask them what they want from me, because perhaps they didn't want what I thought they did. I could study how to write better subject headers for my mailers so more people open them. I could learn how to write better copy and study so I get better at it. So there's many ways we can get better at something. But also the truth is, it's probably not going to happen. How likely is it that nobody would open your mailer? It's extremely unlikely, okay? So we really have to take a step back because a lot of our fears can be irrational. So you want to step back and go, well, really, how likely is this? What is the truth? Could I really die if I put that post out on social media? So really diving into what's the mind saying, what are those thoughts you're having, and really what's the truth here? And then the next step for that is that I will then write out some affirmations or mantras, just simple positive phrases that are the opposite of what's going on in my head. So let's take an example. Let's say you're going to post something on social media that's perhaps a little bit more controversial, a bit more vulnerable than you might normally post, and you are worried about being criticized. So a positive affirmation might be, I can handle other people's opinions. I know how to feel safe and secure in the public eye. So just starting to develop positive beliefs that actually empower you and help you do this. So they're usually the opposite of that negative thought you're having. And I'll write those out and I'll keep them front of mind and just keep them front of desk as well, literally in front of me, reminding myself that I have a choice A choice in every moment which I believe in. Do I believe in the negative voices or do I believe in the positive voices? Okay, so that was tip number 2, to reverse your language and get clear on what's really going on in there. And tip number 3 is to make your passion and your purpose greater than your fear. And what this means is 2 things. So the first is really get clear on why you're doing this for yourself. Because sometimes we procrastinate and we go into fear because we don't actually want to be doing something. Or we've lost touch with why we're doing it. So my invitation to you is to go back and connect with why you're doing this. What's it really about for you? What's it really about for you? And then second part is to look at it, what's it really about for the world? What's that gift you're giving when you're willing to get past your fear? Perhaps you're going to help more people get unstuck, more people come out of stress or low self-esteem. You're helping women become more confident. Maybe you're helping people become more successful in their business so that they can make more money, live out their dreams, put their kids through a better school. Maybe you're helping people reclaim their health so that they can actually live the life they were here to do, free from ill health, dis-ease, anxiety, depression. There's so many ways that you could be doing your work for the world, but it's also really important to anchor in what's this about for you. One of the things I found most helpful is because I want to know what I'm made of. I want to realize more of my potential. So one of the reasons I want to get over my fears and move to that next level is so that I can feel more empowered, so that I can grow in confidence, I can grow in optimism and how I feel about myself. So I know for many of you watching this, actually your own self-realization or becoming a stronger, more empowered person is a huge motivator. Going to finish with a quote from Henry Ford, but before I do that, let's just recap. Managing fear in business. Number 1, normalize it. Number 2, really go there, empty out the thoughts in your mind, ask yourself what the truth is, and then turn those thoughts around into positive affirmations. And thirdly, get clear on why you're doing this. Reconnect to the purpose of pushing yourself outside your comfort zone, the purpose of moving past the fear. What's it about for you? What's it about for the world? What's it about for others? So, Henry Ford said, one of the greatest discoveries a man makes, one of his greatest surprises, is to find out he can do what he was afraid he couldn't do. Yeah, it's that self-empowerment coming through. So let's close with an intention. So I intend that you become bigger than your fears. I intend that you learn to manage your fears, and I intend that you are able to step into more of your potential and really realize how amazing you are. Bye for now.